Greetings ladies and gentlefish, and welcome to my ace tanker game in the American Tier 5 TD, the M10 Wolverine. As you can see, this is a Tier 6 game, and we are here on... is this Westfield? I always forget the name of maps. Westfield. Or at least I always think I forget the name of maps and then get it right anyway, so go figure. Now, one thing to bear in mind, this is a patch 9.7 game. In patch 9.8, the Wolverine was changed slightly. It was given a HD model. Woohoo! In doing so, the armour took a bit of a beating with the nerf bat. Not that the armour actually does anything in this particular game, but the armour gets kind of smashed a bit, but they do give it a more powerful engine. So, swings and roundabouts. Most people will probably, after the HD model, see this tank as an improvement over the old Wolverine, I imagine. Although the armour used to be nice for bullying low-tier machines in some situations. Anyway, we've come up to these hills now. This is before they changed Westfield, of course. These hilly regions have since been altered, but nonetheless. And we were thinking of trying to use our 10 degrees of gun depression to try and put shots into people, basically. Because this is a tank destroyer with a turret, I feel confident at being a little more aggressive. And not treating this as a medium tank, but, well, treating this as a medium tank. In some regards. Anyway, spotted a KV-1, and there's also a Churchill 7 pushing through the town, and I'm in a position to plump shots into the flanks of these guys. I just don't want to have their attention when I do it, because whilst this thing does have more armour than the other American Tier 5 tank destroyer, the T-67, that's not really saying a great deal of much. This is not a particularly well armoured machine. The armour can work in Tier 5 games, but this is not a Tier 5 game, this is a Tier 6 game. So, one shot into the Churchill, two shots into the Churchill, and pick up the kill on him. Scoreline is currently 2-3, so that's some damage and a kill on a higher tier. Heavy tank, which is nice. Now the enemy team don't really seem to have sent that many people to this hilled area, which is a bit of a mistake on their part. I mean, tanks such as the Sherman, the VK, they would have been very helpful to the enemy team if they had been over here. Hellcat, ooh, oh no, Hellcat just got shut the hell down by a KV-2, yeah. KV-2s, Hellcats, nom 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 nom. Tasty experience. Now, the flip side of this, the enemy team didn't send much over to the hills, but we didn't really send a great deal of much over to the other side of the valley. So there's a very good chance that we're going to have to deal with those guys in the not too distant future. Our heavy tanks are pushing up. They've found a Wolverine and a BDR. I was thinking about going to help them, but they probably don't need my help. And like I said, there's the very real chance that we're going to have people pushing through down from the other side of the valley, giving us whole kinds of problems, like that ELC who just nailed our artillery. And actually, we are losing some of our heavy tanks as well, so this is a little bit of a dicey situation. Now, we do have one more artillery piece, but it's an FV304, so he's been kind of moving up with the rest of us a little bit more. Found that AMX, and I have the ammunition and the rate of fire. I will happily blow his cover away if I have to. I am going to get to you, Mr. ELC. You can't stay there forever. Or am I going to get to you? Can you not actually destroy this building? It looks like you can't actually destroy this building. Oh, you can take down the roof. And you'll see in the post-battle results I have quite a low accuracy for this game. For that reason, I was very, very trigger happy when it came to land, sculpting, and demolition. Anyway, the ELC has decided that where he was not ideal. An ally tracks the guy, and I actually sneakily pick up the kill. For kill number 2, scoreline is 7-7, so things are pretty even, but our allies are over by the enemy base, which seems quite good. Now we have just lost our T-150. And we are now 1 kill up, which is nice. But those guys over in the enemy base, I believe, are a little exposed to a couple of the enemy medium tanks who have gone back to defend their base, specifically the Panzer IV-H and the Rudy. Now, there's a Chihi being spotted, but I'm pretty sure our Panzer IV-H and ARL can deal with him, and in fact our Burt picks up the kill. Hello, Mr. Panzer. First shot, alas, bounces, but the second one finds its mark. And there's another shot in. I take a hit, but it only goes into the tracks. Nothing to really worry about. Leave him a one shot and pick up kill number 3 blind. Scoreline is 11-9. VK3601H is on full health and horrifically out of position, if we're going to be honest. But there we go, that's where he's chosen to be. I'm attempting to side-scrape this guy, which seems a little optimistic given the side armour of this tank, but managed to put a shot into the side of his turret. Interestingly, he's using the short 88 gun, you could see by the silhouette, which was my preferred gun of choice, but I know a lot of people picked the 75mm instead. Trying to pick out the top of the turret, don't know why, because I have shots into the side of his turret, so I'm just going to keep plonking them in. Hopefully one more shot should finish this guy off. Ooh, no. Oh, we'll go with another one. There we go. There's kill number 4, also blind. I presume I got a low damage roll or a bounce with that first blind shot. So, Easy 8 Sherman, Rudy and Grilla remaining. Well, the Rudy nails our Hellcat. He has also nailed our T-150 and someone else that I can't remember. So he is being a right royal nuisance. We are winning by 2 tanks, but the machines we have remaining are either lower tier, so tier 5, or they're kind of fragile, the artillery and the tank destroyer. We don't really have anyone who wants to stand up in a face-to-face duel off with a couple of tier 6 medium tanks. Now we're on 4 kills, there is the potential for a top gun here, which would be quite nice. But let's just see how things go. I'm not thinking about that at the time of playing this. I'm more thinking about how best we can win this game, what the best chances we can give our team are. So I'm over here trying to spot the enemy. The ARL passes in front of me, gets himself spotted, and oh dear. I have shots on the Sherman Easy 8, so I'm pulling back behind this bush so that when I fire on the Sherman I won't get spotted. And again, I'm going to be rather trigger happy toward him, but artillery has been spotted, so let's light this guy up. 1 shot into him, we just lost our ARL. 2 shots into him, 1 more will finish this fellow off. And there we go, we pick up kill number 5 on the artillery. Gonna go back into the bush. Binos up, and we spot the Sherman again. Now, we just lost our Panzer IV, which is kind of irritating. Again, gonna pull back behind the bush so that I'm not gonna be spotted when I fire. And we miss the shot. However, the Sherman has been tracked, and this is where the dodgy accuracy on this gun comes into play. And you'll notice I'm actually burning through... Oh, Su-85I picks up the kill. I'm actually burning through these AP shells at an alarming rate of knots. I've only got 10 AP remaining. I do then have 5 HE and 5 APCR, but with the rate of fire on this tank, I have noticed you can quite easily burn through your ammunition. And there's the Rudy. He is out of position. He's not expecting this again. Gonna back off behind the bush. Oh, I can't quite get it. There we go, so that he doesn't spot me. You know, just because he's the last guy left doesn't mean we shouldn't take it for granted. That shot missed, you could see it hit the dirt, as did that one, so we're going to move forward to respot this guy. And binos are up. And where's he gone? He's probably gone under the bridge, the cheeky little blighter. So, how do we deal with this fellow? Well, there's myself, an Su-85I, and an FV-304 remaining. I'm going to go the other side of the bridge and see if I can spot him over there. Our SU is going to start capping, so that should hopefully force this Rudy's hand back toward the capture circle. I'm trying to see if I can find a position up here to shoot down, but it doesn't look like I can. But if our Su-85I is capping, I'm going to move back to the other side of the bridge, because in order to really engage this SU, the Rudy just has to barrel straight underneath the bridge. He doesn't really have many other options, and indeed, there he is. 1 shot in. He stops out in the open, which is a terrible idea, but I flub my shot anyway. And I run out of shots. 2 shots in. He misses me. And good night, Vienna, with 2 rounds of armor piercing remaining, picking up my top gun. And there we go. That was the Wolverine. So let's go and see how much damage, etc. was required for that ace tanker. Obviously, this is a Chase the Ace game, so that was an ace tanker, as I said a couple of times during the video. We also picked up Fire for Effect, a Bruiser, our first mark of excellence, high caliber, and a top gun. 2,079 damage, 6 kills, 1,349 base experience, the wonders of shooting higher tier vehicles, and also picking up almost 1,000 assistance damage on a variety of different machines: VK, Sherman, Rudy, KV-1, Panzer IV-H, AMX, ELC. That's one of the reasons I do like the turreted tank destroyers, including the especially the Wolverine. I do think it's quite a good little machine. Yeah, so I hope you guys... Well, what am I talking about? There's one more panel I should probably show you. Why am I rounding this off? No, I have shown you it. What am I talking about? I'm just going completely mad. For profitability, that was a good game. We made... Oh, okay, so our accuracy was terrible, but as I say, we were doing civil work and demolishing that house. 42 shots fired, 24 hits, 21 pens. Burning through a lot of our ammunition. But we made 41,000 credit profit with a premium account, and 10 gold because of an event that was running at the time. Without the premium, it would have been a 26,000 credit profit. So, hope you guys enjoyed that game. If you did, please feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel, and I wish you very, very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao, ciao.